Testing, testing. Zaleski Sports. Yes. And good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday here on Zaleski Sports here in Amherst, Wisconsin for your matchup between the Weyauwega-Fremont Red Raiders and the Amherst Falcons. Brendan Retzloff joined alongside you company here today. What a beautiful day for some Thursday afternoon baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Bill Held getting ready with his team, the Amherst Falcons, 6-2 overall this year, 6-0, leading conference play in the Central Wisconsin East Conference over Weyauwega-Fremont, who is only 2-4 in conference play, 3-4 overall, led by head coach Trevor Wetzel. Introducing the starting lineups here for this one this afternoon. Batting first for Weyauwega-Fremont is Ezra Balthazar. Batting second is Chris Gunst. Third is Dylan Anadel. Fourth is Jaden Rice. Fifth, Eli Bolter. Sixth, Bryce Dittman. Seventh is Aiden Marquette. Batting eighth is Noah Pansloff as the designated hitter today. And batting ninth is Caden Bayman. The Amherst defense will be looking like this. A.J. O'Brien will be pitching on the mound. Over to Mac Ladowski playing catcher. At first base, it's T.J. Brandell. At second base is Marcus Kennedy playing at the shortstops, Wyatt Blaskowski. And at third base is Noah Spolstra. Then into the outfield, starting with the left fielder, Ethan Pesky. Into center field, Aiden Jastrzomski. And in the right field is Eli Bohm. So the PA announcer right now introducing the lineups here for this matchup today. 63 degrees outside. Beautiful day for some springtime, mid-April, late April actually, baseball. Today's game A is sponsored by Whitetail Properties. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality at 715-213-4468. 715-213-4468. Bill Hell, a great friend of ours here at Zaleski Sports. This is my first time covering Amherst baseball here this year, so very exciting for me here. But right now the lineup being introduced for the Falcons by the PA announcer as the players will be taking the field. Amherst just having a very dominant season overall. So far in Amherst's 6-2 season, only an earned run average of under 3, so very impressive. They started off the season with a loss against Denmark and then a loss against Hudson, but ever since then, Amherst, they've ridden a 6-game win streak. And we'll take things to the national anthem performed by Briley Eschenbach. Riley Eschenbach for the national anthem. On the pitch here for the Amherst Falcons is going to be A.J. O'Brien. And Ezra Balthazar will be the first one at the plate for Weyauwega-Fremont. Great day for some Thursday afternoon baseball. We welcome those viewing our broadcast here this afternoon. Just a fine one for some baseball. It is just myself up here in this mini broadcast booth that we have, so I will do my best to keep the scoreboard up to date and get the calls of the balls and the strikes. And if a foul ball comes over here, well, I'll do my best to protect our equipment that we have here, as well as even try to catch the ball. But here we go. Ezra Balthazar will go to the plate. A.J. O'Brien on the mound. Amherst 6-2 this season. Weyauwega-Fremont 3-4. And this one gets called for ball one, just on the outside corner to Balthazar. One and 0 the count, and a strike down low. Hitting a nice spot of the strike zone there is O'Brien's pitch. So the count will make it go to a 1-1 for Balthazar. And Balthazar hitting this one over towards right field and drops just foul. Balthazar able to get some nice contact there on that pitch, as O'Brien looked like he was unloading with the fastball. 3 fastballs here to start off the afternoon for the pitcher for the Falcons. To Balthazar, this one, a changeup, pops it up towards the infield, calling on it at the shortstop position for the Falcons is Y. Blaskowski for out number 1. So now Chris Guntz at the plate for Weyauwega-Fremont. And this one, a high fastball, missing for ball 1. Chris Guntz, one of the better players, the better hitters on the Weyauwega-Fremont team. And this one, tad bit outside for a 2-0 count. We're finally getting that central Wisconsin, or just in general Wisconsin spring weather that everyone's been searching for these past couple of weeks. And this one hit hard down the third base line, foul. 2-1 the count. Just a bit late on that fastball there was Gunst. O'Brien. Glodowski calling for that pitch. This one hit well back and foul. And here at Amherst High School, I mean, just many fields surrounding the general area of the school. Got the baseball field right here. Then further east of there, or north of there, mixing up my directions a little bit. Further north of there is the track and the field. And then just south here of the baseball field is the softball diamond, where the girls, they have a softball game going on currently. Dale Jastrzomski and his girl squad, after dropping a thriller of a game on Tuesday against Manawa. I was there for that one, and it was a heck of a game. So this one fouled off. 2-2 the count. Still only 1 out. It's Chris Guntz really putting together a good fight. Zero to zero, the score, top half of the first inning. And the pitch, a changeup, and it's going to hit him right on his leg. So O'Brien's pitch missing to the left and getting on base. First batter on base, Chris Guntz for Weyauwega-Fremont. And it's Dylan Annadell now. The catcher, making his first appearance here this afternoon. And then where I actually am in the booth is right next to the football field. And this is going to be a base hit up between the gap of the shortstop and the third baseman to go to Eli Bohm for base hit. So runners on first and second for Weyauwega-Fremont with only one away. And Jaden Rice now will go to the plate. The shortstop. And looking at this one, just a tad bit inside for ball number 1. I accidentally said the Red Raiders, I believe, but that's Wisconsin Rapids. And sliding into third, and as this one goes into the gap, it'll be another base hit, and now the bases are loaded after Jaden Rice. Back-to-back base hits here for the Warhawks. So Eli Bolter, the lefty now, at the plate and already finding himself in a heap of trouble is A.J. O'Brien on the mound. We'll see how Amherst plays this defensively. Infield slightly in, a bouncer dribbling to first, and got to make the throw to first in time. And this one off of the glove and not making the play, and a player is down for the Falcons. I'm not sure if that one ended up going off of the face or if it just hit the bag, but nonetheless, bases are loaded, and Weyauwega-Fremont getting 1 run on the board right away, and still only 1 out. We'll take things to a commercial break here as Bill Held and a couple of the players end up checking on the injury. We'll be right back.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
And welcome back, everybody. It looks like Michael Glodowski will come into the game for Marcus Kennedy after Kennedy ended up he might have got hit in the face by that ball as it was thrown to him. It was a very interesting play that we saw there. The ball rolled over to TJ Brandel, and Brandel was just a little confused. He hesitated to throw it home to try to get the out there. And then A.J. O'Brien also was in a tough spot for himself on the mound because he was supposed to be running over to first to make the play, but instead it was Kennedy trying to run first, and he ended up paying the consequence. This one, a slow curve for a ball. Bryce Dittman, the pitcher of this one for Weyauwega, at the plate. Bases loaded, still only 1 out. And this one a tad bit up high. 2-0 the count for Dittman. Very unexpected start here for the Falcons. They've been playing extremely well on the diamond. Their last game against Wittenberg-Burnhamwood ended up winning that one, riding a 6-game win streak. This one down low in the zone for a strike. O'Brien getting set to pitch this one. Leaning off very much. Over at third base is Anadel. And it's 3-1 the count now to Bryce Dittman. O'Brien's pitch, fastball, hits the corner, and it just missed apparently. So it's going to be a walk to bring in a run for the Warhawks, and now it's 2-0 with still only 1 away. Dylan O'Brien's the actor. A.J. O'Brien really having a tough time. As Anadel was able to score. Now it's Rice, Bolter, and Dittman on the base pads. They'll actually bring in a pinch runner for Dittman. And O'Brien's pitch missing on the outside again. Two-0 to score here in the top of the first. Only 1 away, and the bases are loaded. Amherst really looking for a double play ball. And a big swing and a miss coming from Aiden Marquette. Two base hits and 2 walks. And an error, and this one goes to the backstop, and another run is going to score for the Warhawks. And Amherst right now really having trouble. 3-0. Very unexpected start for the top team here in the conference. High school baseball, very different from things that we see in Major League Baseball. And this one popped up out of play, going over the Amherst dugout. 2-2 the count for Marquette. Aiden Marquette playing first base today for Weyauwega-Fremont. AJ's pitch, and this one, just a curve missing badly. Really just trying to find his rhythm and his confidence on the mound, and right now he just cannot find it. 3-2. The count 3-0. Only 1 out. Runners on second and third. A fastball. This one getting by Glodowski, and another run is going to score as it will be a walk, and we'll now have runners on the corners for the Warhawks. And this is just something you don't want to see much. Bill Howe looks like he's making a decision here. He might go to the mound. Probably try to calm his team down a little bit, but Matt Glodowski is getting called out to go into the dugout, so he might be taking off his stuff. As well as another player was called into the dugout, and that was Noah Spolstra. We'll see if a pitching change gets made here, as A.J. O'Brien just really having troubles here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
And welcome back to Amherst, everybody. Brendan Retzloff joined alongside you guys for a very difficult and just mental challenge for Amherst, as Matt Glodowski will now go to the mound after playing catcher for only the first third of the inning. Amherst only has one out, and it's already 4-0 after a few walks given up by A.J. O'Brien, as well as one of the errors in this game, giving up the first run. And Amherst has really been dealing with a lot of struggles here to begin this one. Even after losing Marcus Kennedy to an undisclosed injury, still not sure what ended up happening.
Now catching Noah Spolstra, sliding over to third is Michael Glodowski, and A.J. O'Brien going to second.
So Michael Glodowski will now be playing at third base after he was put into the game at second for Kennedy. I mean, just a lot of different moves were made here. Glodowski, the pitcher, Spolstra playing catcher now. And then this one, swing and a miss. Good first pitch from Glodowski. Trying to figure out here who is playing at second base for the Falcons. Once I get a word, I will let you guys know. And another swing and a miss. Good pitch from Glodowski to Noah Pansloff, the designated hitter for Weyauwega-Fremont. 0-2 the count. Runners at the corners, one away. And Glodowski bouncing this one to Brendel. Brandel making a good scoop on the baseball. Throw a little low there from Glodowski. And the pitch, looking at a strikeout. And that is the first strikeout for out number 2 for the backup pitcher in this one, Matt Glodowski. Now it's Caden Bayman to go to the plate, and Weyauwega-Fremont able to get through their entire starting order here in inning number 1. 2 away after a foul tip into the glove of Spolstra. Glodowski, the delivery down low inside for a ball. 1-1. The count to Bayman. Bayman sitting relaxed at the plate. This one popped up into foul territory, drifting on it, trying to get there was Bohm, but this one's going to drop into foul territory to make it a 1-2 count. So Glodowski getting ahead in the pitcher's count. Very crucial, especially after a very shaky start to the game for the Falcons and losing one of their players for who knows how long. Glodowski's pitch just missing down low, just below the knees of Bayman. 2-2. 4-0's the score. Runners at the corners. Glodowski. This one, a dribbler over to Glodowski. The throw to first in time for out number 3. And Matt Glodowski able to solidify the damage being made. So 4-0's the score after the top half of play. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back to Amherst, Wisconsin, everybody. Brendan Retzloff with you guys this fine afternoon in Amherst. 4-0 after just a meltdown of a top of the first inning for the Falcons. A lot of changes have just been made now for Amherst. Batting first will be Matt Glodowski, who started as catcher, but now he is in at pitcher. And then batting second, Noah Spolstra. He was playing at third, but now he's playing catcher. Batting third, Wyatt Bleskowski at short. Batting fourth is TJ Brandel. Fifth, AJ O'Brien, who is now playing at second base, I believe. And then batting sixth will be Michael Glodowski after Marcus Kennedy, who was assigned to start this one in the sixth spot, ended up getting an injury. So hopefully he's okay. And then 7th is Aiden Jastrzomski. 8th is Eli Bohm. 9th is Ethan Pesky. Bryce Dittman to pitch for Weyauwega-Fremont. And this one on the inside, missing first, ball 1. Head coach Bill Held making a lot of adjustments. That one right between the legs of the coach. And he should be dropping, doing 5 or 10 push-ups, getting nutmegged. So the pitch from Dittman, this one missing on the inside once again. So it's 2-1 the count to Matt Gladowski. The pitch here from Dittman. Gladowski popping this one up, drifting on it into right field, and calling on it for out number 1 is Caden Bayman. So Noah Spolstra now with 1 away. This is how the game started as well on the other side. It was a fly out to the shortstop. So Spolstra, this one hitting the inside corner from Dittman for a called strike 1. Amherst 6-2 overall this season, 6-0 in conference play, and already down 4-0. That streak is in jeopardy. Almost being able to make the play on that one at first base would have been Aiden Marquette. Would have been a spectacular catch over the shoulder basket. One of the hardest catches to make in America's pastime. 0-2 the count. Wind picking up slightly. And this one hit well, heading towards center, and it's going to drop for a base hit for Spolstra. So Wyatt Blaskowski, he will make his first plate appearance after the base hit from Noah Spolstra. And Wyatt Blaskowski earlier in the season ended up throwing a no-no. Pretty big moment for him in his baseball high school career. This one drifting over to right Bayman. Almost able to get there, but foul ball. 0-1 the count. 4-0 our score here in the bottom of the first. Dittman. And running to second. The throw. Spolstra safe with a stolen base. So a runner in scoring position for the Falcons. And that's exactly what they need. Being able to get that runner in scoring position down early. Dittman. This one, Blaskowski, a grounder. The play made at short. Throw not in time. And it's going to be an infield base hit for Wyatt Blaskowski. TJ Brandel, the first baseman, will now go to the plate. And this one ends up being an out for Brandel. Runners advancing to second and third, though. And A.J. O'Brien now to the plate. We'll see if he can avenge how his pitching ended up going. And this one, a pitch on the outer half for a strike from Dittman. Two away, runners on second, third. This one over to right field. Bayman to make the play, and that's going to end the first inning of this one. And Amherst, 0 runs on 2 base hits. We're going to go to the second inning, as it will be Balthazar, Gunst, and Adele coming up here on Zaleski Sports.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
And welcome back here, inning number 2 here in Amherst. Ezra Balthazar making his second appearance at the plate already, and it's inning number 2. Back to the top of the order for Weyauwega-Fremont. His first plate appearance, he had a fly out over to the shortstop. 1-0 the count. This one a bit high from Glodowski, high and outside. 2-0. And this one down low to make it 3-0 and a good hitters count now for Ezra. We'll see if he swings. We'll see if Trevor Wetzel tells him to. I would guess not, but we'll see. And yep, this one, he just looks right at it for strike 1. 3-1. The count here in the top of the second, 4-0. Amherst finding themselves down early after a fiasco of a first. And Balthazar into foul territory and dropping. Just a very crazy first inning of work. Matt Glodowski started as the catcher in this one, then ended up going to the pitching position after A.J. O'Brien could only muster 1 out with 4 runs given up. This one hitting a foul territory and well out of play. And then Glodowski, once he made it to the mound, got a strikeout and a ground out to close the inning. Very good work from Matt. And this one inside, missing, and it's going to be ball 4. So a runner on first base. Chris Gunst making his second appearance Began this one with a walk. Four runs on 2 hits in the first inning for Weyauwega-Fremont. As the train passes on by, and this one hit into left field, and it's going to drop just in time, but we might have a play at second. The throw in time for the out. Heads up play by the Falcons, but also a mental mistake being made by Balthazar. We'll see how this one gets ruled. It'll just be a fielder's choice. And this one missing for a ball from Glodowski. That relay from Ethan Pesky to Weyauwega over to O'Brien for that first out was really well done. And Adele at the plate, and this one just getting back in time at first is Gunst. And the pitch up high. 2-0 the count, 1 away. Glodowski looking over at first and running towards second. This one, the throw, not in time, and a stolen base is going to be made by Chris Gunst. So a runner in scoring position now with a good hitters count, 2-1 on Dylan Anadel. Glodowski, now this one bouncing about 2 feet short of the plate for ball 3. And speaking of that no-hitter game that Wyatt Blaskowski ended up having, I believe it was against this Weyauwega-Fremont team earlier in the season after they won that one 8-0. This one, quite a different story. Glodowski's pitch. This one checking his swing, and a defensive swing for strikeout number 2 for Matt Glodowski. So Glodowski really showing his stuff. And it's not easy when you have that pressure put on yourself when you start out the game at the catcher position, just in a different position than a pitcher, and being asked to be the pitcher after only the first third of the inning. And that takes a lot of game, a lot of mental toughness. And that seems like a characteristic that the senior for Amherst has in Matt Glodowski. Runner now at third after the pass ball. And this one gets tapped over foul to make it 1-1 on Jaden Rice. Two away. Glodowski's offer. This one a swing and a miss. One pitch away from getting out of this one scoreless with a runner at third. Glodowski's pitch. This one just missing the top shelf to make it an even count at 2-2. Just a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in Wisconsin. And this one, a swing and a miss, and a tad bit upset about swinging at that one's Jaden Rice as Matt Glodowski gets back-to-back strikeouts as we will enter the bottom half of inning number 2. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high-quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
And now, welcome back to Amherst, everybody. Brendan Retzloff joined alongside all you guys this beautiful Thursday afternoon. 63 degrees. Michael Glodowski at the plate. An unexpected substitution that Amherst had early on in this one, after Marcus Kennedy had to exit this one early after an undisclosed injury. This one ripped foul. 2-1 the count to Glodowski. And this one missing. Looked like it might have been just a bit inside. 3-1 the count to Michael. Dittman on the mound for his second inning of work. And a strike painting the corners is Bryce Dittman. And another one hitting the corner from Dittman, and a strikeout looking to begin the inning for Bryce Dittman. Really nice pitch there. So this one hitting the zone down low again. Dittman really figuring things out. Aiden Jastrzomski at the plate. The lefty. And Jastrzomski ripping this one into center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit.
Jastrzomski with a line drive base hit brings up the right fielder, number 6, Eli Bohm.
So Jastrzomski getting on base with a nice base hit to begin his afternoon. So now it'll be the right fielder, Eli Bohm, at the plate. And Jastrzomski getting back in time on the check throw over to first from Dittman. Four nothing the score, bottom of the second. This one, well foul. Hitting this one over towards the track. Amherst's earned run average so far this season only a tad under 3, and this one a close play at second, and Jastrzomski diving in for the stolen base. It was a really good throw there from Anadel. But Jastrzomski getting there just in time. Had to dive, and this one a swing and a miss. Strikeout throw over to first. And that'll be out number 2 as Jastrzomski able to advance to third base. Ethan Pesky now, the 9th hitter in the lineup for the Falcons. We'll see if Amherst can get that run on the board. It's Jastrzomski leading off at third in this one, called strike for Dittman. Dittman with a pair of strikeouts here in inning number 2. His only 2 strikeouts so far in the game, and a swing and a foul off the top of the bat for Pesky. So now 0-2 on Ethan Pesky. Runner at third. Bryce Dittman trying to get through his second inning of work with no damage. And Pesky hitting this one into foul territory. Out of play. Weyauwega-Fremont so far this year with a 3-4 record and 2-4 in conference play. Their 3 wins, one against Manawa and Shiocton, and then Wild Rose. Otherwise, they've been riding a 3-game losing streak. So one team riding a big hot streak and the other not so much. But the one not so much, currently up 4-0. And this one bouncing in. That would have been a very interesting play at the plate. I don't think Jastrzomski would have been able to make it there. So now it's 2-2. The count on Pesky. Really making a nice fight at the plate. Staying alive. And Dittman's pitch. This one missing outside to make it a full count. 3-2. Dittman so far with around 30 pitches in this one. And a swing and a miss for the strikeout. And Bryce Dittman has a 3-strikeout inning after giving up only 1 hit to Aiden Jastrzomski. No runs for the Falcons so far in this one. That will bring us to the top of the third, but we'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
As an athlete, there's one constant that remains the most important aspect of your game: injury prevention. Roberts Physical Therapy now offers the Pineries Running Lab, your one-stop running center focusing on working with runners to prevent injuries and enhance your performance. From running exclusive sports like cross-country and track and field to running inclusive sports like football, basketball, baseball, and soccer, let Roberts Physical Therapy's Pineries Running Lab meet you at the track, your home, or the field and help you prevent injury and keep on running. Call Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Welcome back to Amherst, everybody. Brendan Retzloff with you guys. We thank our game day sponsors, Tomorrow River BP 3K Custom, JG Plumbing, H.O. Wolden, Amherst Telephone, Amherst Spiritware, Fleming's Cafe, OK Hardware, Amherst Family Foods, and Younger's Holly Funeral, as well as Heartland Farms, which no one knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms, with roots in Amherst, now based in Hancock. This fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Matt Gladowski on to his supposedly third inning of work after pitching the 2/3 of inning number 1. And this one just missing up high to Bolter. Eli Bolter in his first plate appearance, he was the one who grounded over to first base, and then the error was made as Bolter with a swing and a miss. Matt Gladowski pitched a very good second inning. No hits, no runs, just the one walk and then the runner advancing from the walk. And 3-1 now the count to Bolter. Waiting on deck is Bryce Dittman, who had a walk in the first. And this one down for a strike. Very nice pitch there from Gladowski. That one could have gone either way. Umpire decided to call it a strike. Full count on Bolter. We'll see what Gladowski offers. Fastball missing down low just a bit, as Spolstra couldn't handle that one, as a runner now reaches first base on yet again another walk. Amherst has given up 5 walks here in this one. Lots of pitching being made. Bryce Dittman, or 6 walks, excuse me. 2 walks from Gladowski in this one. The other 4 coming from the starting pitcher, A.J. O'Brien. The pitch from Gladowski. This one off the end of the bat, popped up into center field, calling on it's Jastrzomski for out number 1. The routine fly ball into center field for Aiden Jastrzomski off of Bryce Dittman. Aiden Marquette now at the plate. He had a walk in the first inning. This one missing up high for ball number 1. And it's not like in this game all the hits that we've seen have been struck very well. We've seen infield hits. We've seen a couple of short-handed hits go into the lower outfield, however you would like to word it. Just shallow Ball's getting struck into the outfield. And a stolen base now. Runner on second for the Warhawks. This one popped up drifting into foul territory, trying to track its brandle, and past the fence it goes. 1-2. The count to Marquette. Pansloff awaiting on deck. And a swing and a miss and another strikeout for the senior.
Strike three swinging for the second out. Brings up the DH, number 13, Noah Pansloff.
Mac Ledowski doing some really good work right now as the backup pitcher in this one. Two away, runner on second. And this one struck by Pansloff, getting into the outfield, almost making the play on it. And the throw over to the cutoff man. As Pesky almost made an outstanding catch like a gazelle, but just off of the glove as the runner scores to make it 5-0 Weyauwega-Fremont. And this one getting struck into shallow right field, and making the play on it is Bohm, as the Warhawks get the one run on the one hit off of the walk. So it's 5-0 now. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Bootleggers in Amherst Junction brings a great atmosphere with a full menu of delicious burgers, sandwiches, and dinner options, along with Friday and Saturday weekly specials. Bootleggers offers up a great variety of pizza, along with a relaxing, unique Bootleggers feel both inside and out. Make dinner simple tonight and leave the cooking to Bootleggers on Highway Q in Amherst Junction. Stop in or call ahead 715-824-2929. That's Bootleggers. It's what's for dinner. Capiche?
The International Bank of Amherst is your personal independent community bank. For over 125 years, customers and friends from all throughout central Wisconsin have known that the International Bank of Amherst has been in the same place with the same great smile. Checking, savings, mobile banking, and providing you the loans you need to make your dreams a reality. It's always the International Bank of Amherst by your side. Come see the difference this local independent community bank can provide for you. Located right on Main Street in downtown Amherst.
Member FDIC.
And welcome to the top half, or the bottom half, excuse me, of inning number 3 on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is presented by Bootleggers. Bootleggers in Amherst Junction is your perfect combination of great food and a great atmosphere. Browse through a wide selection of food and drink options and enjoy the best pizza around at Bootleggers in Amherst Junction. It's what's for dinner. Capiche? 5-0 the score. Amherst really looking to get some kind of inning going. And this one struck well, and it's going to drop for a base hit for Gladowski as he rounds first eagerly. But he will have a nice base hit there to send Noah Spolstra up to the plate. And that is exactly what Amherst needed to begin this third inning here. Spolstra, in his first plate appearance, he had a base hit. We'll see if he can keep it going here. And the throw, not in time, almost a great play made. As Gladowski luckily getting into second base with Amherst, getting the runner in scoring position that they needed. after the called strike from Dittman's pitch. Anadel doing a really good job at catcher. This one, slow roller over to the shortstop. Play made in time for out number 1. And Glodowski at third base now after easy play getting made by Jaden Rice. Now it's Wyatt Blaskowski to go to the plate with 1 away. Blaskowski, he had a base hit his last time up in the first inning. And this one outside. Blaskowski holding off Glodowski smartly. And Blaskowski down the third base line. A slow roller. He's going to get the run in, and the throw to first is in time. But it'll be a sacrifice ground out for Wyatt Blaskowski as he gets the RBI. And Amherst finally getting themselves on the board with 2 away. TJ Brandel now grounded into a 6-3 putout in the first inning. This one called for a strike. So 5-1 now the score. 2 outs. And strike 2 from Dittman here in inning number 3. Awaiting the pitch. Dittman. This one blasted high, deep, getting back at the track, off towards the wall, and it's going to be a double for Brandel as he rocks the baby. TJ Brandel, nicely done to keep this inning alive. A.J. O'Brien, runner in scoring position for Amherst. This one bouncing in the dirt for ball 1 from Dittman. And this one hit up the middle for a base hit. And Brandel rounding third, going home. The throw to the plate, not in time, and it's going to be a run scored for the Falcons, as it is now 2-5 off the RBI single from A.J. O'Brien. Much needed for the Falcons, getting things going on the offensive side. Two runs scored for Amherst here in inning number 3, all with 2 outs. Two straight base runners for Amherst, and then able to get those ones to score. 1-1 the count. Michael Glodowski. And running towards second is going to be O'Brien, and he has a stolen bag. And once again, a runner in scoring position for Amherst. Coach Bill Held really living by the do or die on stolen bases. And it's really working for them. And Glodowski looks at this one inside for a strike to make it 2-2. Glodowski, in his first plate appearance of the game, had a strikeout looking in the second. And a look back towards second from Dittman to O'Brien. No throw made. Reset things now. 5-2 the score. Running to third and a swing and a foul tipped. Might have gone off the kneecap of Dylan Annadell. He looks to be okay. And Zlodowski talks to the first base coach. Just going over a couple of things. We'll see if O'Brien decides to try to possibly swipe another bag. He is leading off very far in the throw, and he's going to get caught in a pickle here. Going back and forth now. This one, the hesitation, he's going to be out at second as O'Brien just caught dancing a tad bit too much. But the Amherst Falcons were able to score a couple of runs on an RBI 6-3 putout from Wyatt Blaskowski, as well as an RBI single from A.J. O'Brien. We'll be right back for the fourth inning here on Zaleski Sports.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
And welcome to the top of the fourth inning. And speaking of four, today's game is presented by Par 4. Come to Par 4 Bistro in Waupaca for a wonderful dining experience with a full menu of delicious options. Perfect for date nights, family night out, or your next get-together. Come to Par 4 Bistro on Highway 54 in Waupaca. And one pitch, one out for Glodowski, just like that. As Chris Gunst will now go to the plate with one away. After Balthazar flew out to Pesky. And this one, Gunst, one swing, one pitch from Glodowski, the throw to first in time. And two pitches, two outs for Amherst. And it looks like Trevor Wetzel is telling his guys to swing at the first pitch. Dylan Annadell now to the plate. Had a strikeout in the second inning. Base hit in the first. 1 for 2 today. This one down low. Not going to swing at that one. That would be like swinging at a garden hose. And this one hitting, painting the corner. On the top left of the plate is Glodowski's pitch. 1-1. 2 outs. And this one struck over to, that is Michael Glodowski to make the throw to first to Brandel for out number 3. And the Falcons getting out of the top half of the fourth inning fairly quickly. We'll see what the Falcons offense can do with batters of Michael Glodowski, Aiden Jastrzomski, and Eli Bohm to go to the plate. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
And welcome everybody to the bottom of inning number 4 on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is presented by Pro Clean Window Cleaning. Pro Clean is a central Wisconsin local owned solution to keep your home or business windows looking the way they were intended. You can finally stop neglecting those hard to reach windows and put some life back into your home or business with Pro Clean Window Cleaning, serving all of central Wisconsin. And by Egg Country. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Bryce Dittman on to his 4th inning of work as Michael Glodowski fouls this one to the backstop. Waiting on deck, Aiden Jastrzomski. Jastrzomski had a single in the 2nd inning. Michael Glodowski at the plate right now had a strikeout looking in the 2nd. This will pitch up high. 2-1 the count. Michael Glodowski ended up entering this game for Marcus Kennedy after Kennedy had to exit in the 1st inning off of an injury on the defensive side fielding. 3-1. The count to number 3. Dittman, the pitch up high, and it's going to be another leadoff base runner for the Falcons, and that is the story here of the past couple of innings for Amherst. 3 straight leadoff base runners. See what Jastrzomski can do here. A tapper down the first base line foul. And in this one to the first base coach. 0-1. And a runner going. Glodowski, this one the throw from Anadel. Not in time. And a runner on second base again. They are actually living by stealing the base pads. Amherst has swiped 6 base pads. Caught stealing on 1 occasion, and this one to the backstop, and the runner will get to 3rd. So a runner on 3rd base with nobody away. Bryce Dittman starting to lose a little bit of control behind his pitches. Anadel just not able to get to that one in time. 1-2 the count. 5-2, Amherst trying to make it 5-3. This one right over to first, and the play, the slide, not gonna be there in time as Amherst will get another run on the board. So it'll be 3-5 now. Amherst just like that, down by 2 with 1 out here in the 4th. Aiden Jastrzomski with the sacrifice put out for an RBI. Eli Bohm. Bohm slapping this one off the right field wall, foul. Over to our left. I mean, we can't see anything, but over to our left, the girls' softball game currently going on. Can't tell what the score is. The trees over here in left field blocking the way. 1-1. Or 1-1 the count. And this one bouncing into the dirt to make it 2-1 for Bohm. Bohm had a strikeout in inning number 2. Dittman only has 3 strikeouts so far today, and this one looking at a strike to even up the count at 2-2. Yes, 3 strikeouts for Dittman, all in the 2nd inning. And this one, a tapper, just foul. And we'll try the 2-2 count once again. Dittman, the pitch. And this one hitting the corner for a strike 3 called. As Eli Bohm with another K for him. 2 strikeouts for Eli. And now it's Ethan Pesky to go to the plate. And Pesky popping this one up, calling on it at third base to make the 3rd and final out here of inning number 4. 3-5 is our score. Amherst able to add a run on the Aiden Jastrzomski sacrifice play. And Amherst 1 run on 0 hits. 5-3 is our score. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back here to inning number 5 here on Zaleski Sports. Brendan Retzloff here with you guys this fine Thursday afternoon. We did have rain in the forecast for around 4 o'clock, but no rain ever showed up. It turned out to be a really beautiful day for some Thursday afternoon baseball. And today's game is presented by Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. This one, a fly out into right field. Play made by Eli Bohm for out number 1. I wish I could have got the camera to go over there. Right now, it's just me, myself, and I as a one-person crew here in Amherst to cover this Thursday afternoon's baseball game. Eli Bolter now at the plate after the Jaden Rice flyout. Over to Bohm. And this one, a pitch high from Glodowski. Matt Glodowski, big story here of this one so far. Had to enter the game with only 1 out in inning number 1 after A.J. O'Brien really struggled to get any outs. Just gave up a lot of base runners. Had 4 walks in the first inning given up. And this one missing a tad up high for ball 2. 2-1 the count. But Glodowski, he's really been able to get comfortable on the mound and just get a bunch of work done, especially behind his defense. Only 1 run given up by Glodowski as a swing and a miss for strike 2 to even up the count with 1 away in inning number 5. And Glodowski, the offer. This one just missing. From up here, it looked like a good pitch. 3-2, the count. Bryce Dittman on deck. And this one fouled off way back there onto the junior kid soccer field. We'll try it again. 3-2. Glodowski, the offer. This one looking, called strike 3. And Glodowski with another K on the chart. Strikeout number 5 for the senior. Bryce Dittman now at the plate. Had a walk in the first inning and a fly out in inning number 3, 0 for 1. 2 away, a bouncer into the glove of Spolstra for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 2 away. Glodowski's pitch, the fastball, swing and a miss. Glodowski really putting a nice fastball up there, getting by these hitters of Weyauwega-Fremont. This one, another fastball hitting the top shelf for strike 2. 1-2 to Dittman. And just like that, Amherst 1 strike away from getting back to batting. Two-run ball game. And the changeup might have been a curveball, actually. Able to get contact in that one. Changed up the pitching speed immensely. That one just looked like he was throwing a cookie. We'll try it again. 1-2 to Dittman. 5 strikeouts for Glodowski. Trying to get number 6. Amherst gave up 4 runs in the first inning, then a run in the third, but they have been climbing back ever since. 2 runs in the third and 1 in the fourth to make it 5-3. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for the senior, Matt Gladowski. As we will go to bottom of inning number 5. We'll keep things here with you guys on the program. 5:30 is the time. First pitch of this one started at 4:05. Today's game is presented by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And by Roberts Physical Therapy. Running can be hard on your body, whether you're training for marathons, competitive runs, or just for daily exercise. Turn to Roberts Physical Therapy to get moving, keep moving, and enjoy life on the run. Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Also by Blanker Construction. Let Blanker Construction bring your dream home to life. From interior and exterior design to construction, customization, and seeing the job is done right. Blanker Construction is with you every step of the way. Visit blankerco.com. And by Weyauwega Foundry. Working at Weyauwega Foundry is more than a job, it's a career. Join us and make the iron castings the world uses and trusts. Cast your own future now. Apply at jobs.weyauwegafoundry.com. So, Matt Gladowski doing an outstanding job on the mound, pitching backup for who was the starter of this one, A.J. O'Brien. And that will lead to the top of the order for Amherst of Matt Gladowski, Noah Spolstra, and Wyatt Blaskowski. Gladowski in the third inning of this one had a base hit and a run scored. So 0 for 1 in this one is Gladowski. Gladowski started this game as the catcher for the Falcons, and a first pitch strike from Dittman. Dittman entering his 5th inning of work on the mound. 3 runs given up for Bryce in this one. Pitch in the dirt past the catcher for a ball to make it 1-1. And Gladowski, a dribbler over to the mound, and the throw to first is made for out number 1. So Noah Spolstra originally played at third base to begin this one, then switched over to catcher after Gladowski went from catcher to pitcher. Lots of changes made by Bill Held's Amherst Falcons squad, but it seems like he has been making the correct changes because they've only given up 1 run since, and they've put 3 runs on the board. 0-1 the count to Spolstra. Dittman's pitch. Spolstra. This one, a fly ball drifting over, making a play on it in center field. For out number 2 is Chris Gunst. Wyatt Blaskowski's turn. Blaskowski watching this one go by for a called strike 1. Spectators turning out fairly nicely today, and especially on a 60-degree day where you can just be wearing the comfortable clothes. A tough play, really well done there by the third baseman and Parker Wilson. Parker Wilson not batting in this one. Noah Pansloff designated hitter for him, but just like that, the Warhawks making 3 quick outs to bring this one to the top of inning number 6. And we'll keep things here with you guys on the program once again. Today's game is presented by Brett Favor. Brett Favor of Keller Williams, Stevens Point, is your local Amherst guy. Born and raised right here. You know whether you're buying or selling. When it comes to realty, he's your man. Brett Favor of Keller Williams in Amherst at 715-572-1174. That's 715-572-1174. Also sponsored by the International Bank of Amherst. Stay local and bank local at the International Bank of Amherst, our community's long-standing go-to for all your banking needs. The International Bank of Amherst on Main Street in Amherst. And by Crystal Finishing Systems. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team today. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. I guess we can do another one here. Community Insurance is another one of our sponsors. Community Insurance is your independent agency able to shop and compare the best insurance options on your behalf to find the best combination of cost and coverage. If you're looking for a better insurance experience, you'll love doing business with Community Insurance. On to inning number 6 of play here in Amherst, Wisconsin. And it's been quite an interesting matchup. Most of the runs we saw were in the first inning. 4 runs from Weyauwega-Fremont in inning number 1. This one on the inside, Bill Held making a backhanded catch. Too bad that it's not an out, Coach. Oh and 1 the count to Aiden Marquette. Marquette 0 for 1 today. And looking at this one for a called strike. 0-2 the count. Glodowski still delivering some really nice pitches. And Marquette watching this one go by for a ball on the outside. Just a bit outside. Had a walk in the first inning and a strikeout in the third. Blaskowski's pitch. This one just fouled off the bat. Still hanging in there at 1-2, the count. Blaskowski in his last 2 innings of work, 0 hits given up and 0 runs. He's only given up 2 hits so far ever since he entered the game with only 1 out in the first. And this one fouled off. Still at 2-2. Looks like the softball game just ended up wrapping up. And this one, a dribbler down the third baseline foul. Is the Amherst and Weyauwega-Fremont softball teams just wrapped up their play. (5-3) the score. Top of inning number 6. No outs, 2-2 the count. Glodowski. This one popped up, looking at it and calling on it for the first out. Over at second base, the play made. I believe A.J. O'Brien was the one to make that play. Noah Pansloff now with 1 away. 5-3's our score. And I feel very lucky for the past few games that I've been able to cover. They have been very entertaining games and very tight and close, which is what you want as somebody who goes to view just any sport in general. This one up high. Pansloff with 2 2 balls and no strikes. Glidowski. The pitch. Bouncing in the dirt well before the plate for a ball to make it 3-0. We'll see if Pansloff gets the green light. Pansloff, his last plate appearance, he had the RBI single, almost made an incredible play. Would have been Ethan Pesky in left field, and watches this one go right by him for a strike. The green light was not given. That RBI base hit he had went in and out of the glove, and this one down low, just missing for a walk. Now it's Caden Bayman at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. And runner goes, and the throw to second. This is going to be a close play, and they call him out. What a throw made by Spolstra for out number 2. That's a big out right there. It was Pansloff not able to steal a base pad. 1-0 the count with 2 away. And this one struck well over to the shortstop, Blaskowski. The throw to first in time for out number 3. And Amherst playing some really solid baseball ever since the first inning of play. It was just a fluke or something that we saw. And we will take things to a commercial break for the bottom of the inning. We'll be right back.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
And welcome back to Amherst. Everybody, our score 5-3. Bottom of the 6th inning of play. Amherst only down to their last 6 outs of this one, trying to steal this one from Weyauwega-Fremont after Weyauwega-Fremont had 4 runs score in the first inning. Ever since then, Amherst has slowly crawled their way back. Today's game is presented by Delta Dental in Stevens Point, which is hiring for multiple positions. Join a growing company with a great compensation, excellent benefits, room for growth, and a new facility right here in Stevens Point. Learn more at deltadentalwisconsin.com. Also by Stone Innovations. Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, floor and cabinets, and everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all, from your fabrication, design, and installation. From your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. And this one fouled off. Dittman still on the mound for inning number 6 of work. And it's TJ Brandel at the plate. He had a double in the 3rd inning. And Brandel, this one crushed foul. 0-2 the count for TJ. Dittman ready to pitch it. This one hit by Brandel over to the second baseman for an easy play at first for the out. And that play right there getting made by Ezra Boldsasor. Now it will be A.J. O'Brien to go to the plate. He had an RBI single in the third inning and got caught stealing as well after that RBI single. This pitch a bit up high from Dittman for ball one. Dittman's pitch down low, missing for ball two. Amherst down to their final 5 outs. Plenty of damage can be made, though. Weyauwega-Fremont got 4 runs with only 1 out in the first inning. So we've seen it get done before. And this one missing down low for a 4-pitch walk to O'Brien. So now Michael Wadowski will go to the plate, and we'll see if a pitching change might be made here by Coach Trevor Wetzel, or if it's just a mound visit. Bladowski ended up getting a walk in the 4th. Otherwise, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And then waiting on deck will be Aiden Jastrzomski. He had a sacrifice fielder's choice play made in the 4th with an RBI, and then in the 2nd a base hit. So 1 for 1 is Jastrzomski so far. Let's see what Bladowski does here. This pitch well up high from Dittman for another ball. 5 straight balls from Bryce Dittman. And we'll also see how far he leads off at first is A.J. O'Brien. A.J. O'Brien did have a stolen base earlier, and this one, it gets thrown away into the outfield in no-man territory, and he's rounding second. Heading into third, it's going to be a close play at third base, and the play not going to be in time as A.J. O'Brien able to get into third base after an error throw from the catcher in Dylan Anadel. Wow. And just like that, with only 1 out, Amherst with the runner in scoring position at third base, down by 2 in the 6th inning. Gladowski looks at this one, missing another ball. 7 straight balls coming from Bryce Dittman. And this one missing outside. You would have to wonder if it's time to call a pitching change if you're Coach Wetzel. Runners at the corners with 1 away. And the only batter to reach the bases actually, he didn't reach bases both times. He just hasn't been officially retired. And this one, running to second, no throw made. And Amherst has an easy stolen bag. And that spices things up a little bit. 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit can tie this one. Jastrzomski, a big swing and a miss Took a big hack at that fastball from Bryce Dittman. 0-2 to the senior. Dittman, the offer. This one missing just down low. Good eye from Jastrzomski. 5-3 the score. Runners on second and third. One away. Jastrzomski, a grounder over to the first base coach.
Nice try there, Mr. Trudell.
Coach Trudell not able to make a play on it, but that's fine. He's in the foul territory, and he's rooting for the home team. Jastrzomski looks at this one for a called strike 3, and he knew it. Jastrzomski knew that that was a pitch to swing at. Just didn't take a crack at it. Now it's Eli Bohm to go to the plate. 2 outs. This is a huge at-bat right here in the ball game. Bohm, 2 strikeouts in this one. Avoiding, or at least trying to avoid, the trifecta. 0-1. This one, grounder up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. The throw to first in time. And just like that, Amherst not able to get a run on the board, and they'll be down to their final 3 outs. But first, the Warhawks are going to come to the plate for the top half of inning number 7, which we'll be right back for on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Top half of inning number 7, possibly the final inning of this one here on Zaleski Sports. Brendan Retzloff here with you all today on this fine Thursday afternoon where the sunshine is finally making one of its first appearances of the ball game. But this game has just been something, as Aiden Jastrzomski will make an appearance on the mound for the Falcons after Mac Ladowski made such a fantastic appearance in the 5 2/3 innings pitched by Matt. Ezra Balthazar will come to the plate once again. In this one, 1 for 3 with a base hit. Jastrzomski's pitch. Ezra Balthazar grounds this one over to O'Brien. Over to first. To Brandel for out number 1. Chris Gunst will now go to the plate. And Gunst in this one, 0 for 2 with a walk in the first inning. Ever since the 3rd inning of this one, no hits for either ball club. It's just been a few walks and then some, and a strike on the inside corner from Jastrzomski. The last hit for Weyauwega-Fremont came in that 3rd inning where they got their last run of the game that they've had so far. Off an RBI single from Noah Pansloff. And keep in mind, that one was almost caught. Almost made an outstanding play was Ethan Pesky reaching out for it on the run and just in and out of the glove. 1-1 the count. Meanwhile, Amherst, their last hit came in the 4th. And this one struck hard over toward the gap past the center fielder. It goes, and Gladowski, he's in center field now, and a double and a big hit right there for Weyauwega-Fremont. Their first one since the 3rd inning, coming from Chris Gunst. Now we'll bring on Dylan Anadel. He's 1 for 3 this afternoon. Single in the 1st inning and a run scored. Gunst on second, RBI opportunity. Ball in the dirt. Throw to 3rd, not in time. And a runner advances to 3rd base for Weyauwega-Fremont with 1-0 being the count. That is a huge play right there in the infield. Now in for the Falcons as they are trying to allow a ground ball for a play to be made here. And this one going right off of the home field umpire. Called a strike. So Jastrzomski with a little bit of pressure on him in relief. Interesting call, putting Gladowski in there at center field now, especially after an outstanding performance on the mound. With the 6 strikeouts in the 5 2/3 innings of work. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 is the call for out number 2. Big strikeout there from Jastrzomski. It's Jaden Rice. Heads to the plate. Rice in this one. 1 for 3 with a base hit in the 1st. One and 0 the count to Rice. Big lead at 3rd base for Gunst. And this one struck over to the 2nd baseman. O'Brien, the throw to 1st to Brandel in time. And that's going to do it for the top of inning number 7. Amherst down to their final 3 outs. One more chance to get 2 runners on the board as we will see Ethan Pesky. And then back to the top of the order, Matt Gladowski and Noah Spolstra. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports for the conclusion of this one.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
And welcome back, everybody. Bottom half of inning number 7. Amherst down to their final 3 outs. Here in this one, 6-2 are the Falcons so far this year, 6-0 in conference play, riding a 6-game win streak. As for Weyauwega-Fremont, 3-4 and 2-4 in conference play, riding a 3-game losing streak. This one called for a ball on Pesky. 2-run ball game. Amherst was down 4-0 after inning number 1. And ever since the 3rd inning, where things have stayed even at 5-3, we have just not seen many hits. This one's going to be a tough play. The throw to first, not in time, as Amherst has a leadoff base runner on the infield single coming from Ethan Pesky. That was a very close play, as it looked like the throw was made in time by Jaden Rice, but just not the case. Matt Glodowski. I can guarantee you that that base is going to try to be stolen. That's why the throw from Dittman goes over to first. And checking on him was Aiden Marquette. Pesky eager on the base pads. This one bouncing in the dirt down low for ball 1. Waiting on deck for the Falcons is Noel Spolstra. Matt Glodowski in this one, 1 for 3 with a base hit. Base hit in the 3rd inning for him and a run scored. 2-0 the count, as Bryce Dittman still on the mound in his 7th inning of work, trying to get the win. Dittman's pitch. This is a nice one, called for a strike. 2-1. Nothing but fastballs from Bryce Dittman. He just doesn't want to give up another stolen base. Fastball again. This one popped up right at the catcher, and the play, it's going to be dropped and the ball stays fair, and we have a fielder's choice. Wow. The fact that that ball stayed fair, Coach Bill Held cannot believe it. There's just nothing you can do about that as the base runners for Amherst. The ball just stayed fair, unfortunately, for them. And Weyauwega-Fremont dodges a bullet. 1 away. Double play opportunity to end the game, as Spolstra is at the plate. Wyatt Blaskowski on deck, and Matt Glodowski at first base now. Matt Glodowski a little bit faster. We've seen him steal a bag or 2 this afternoon. Dittman. The salvo gets fired for a foul tipped. 0-1 the count to Spolstra. Coach Held giving some signs over to Glodowski at first. This one hit, could be a double play opportunity. The throw to second in time for route number 2 in the game. And just like that, the Falcons are down to their final out with a runner at first. Back-to-back fielders' choices. Wyatt Blaskowski. One for 2 in this one with a base hit in the first, as well as a sacrifice RBI play in the 3rd. Blaskowski watching this one of the best players on this Falcons team. So they have the guy that they want at the plate in the 3rd position. But if they can get the cleat-up man, TJ Brandel, at the plate, that would be huge. Missing for ball 2. Five strikeouts this afternoon for Bryce Dittman and Weyauwega-Fremont, looking to get their first conference win of the year. And boy, it would be a big one against the best team in the Central Wisconsin East Conference of the Amherst Falcons. Ball 3. Does he get the green light? Watching this one drop in for a strike. Looking over at Coach Held is Blaskowski. 3-1. 5-3. Amherst down to their final out. And running, Blaskowski hitting this one, going back on it, dropping into the gap, and Amherst is going to get a runner to score as Blaskowski has an RBI double, and don't go just yet. As TJ Brandel will come to the plate, and we'll see what the pitching decision is here for Trevor Wetzel as the coach of Weyauwega-Fremont. Wow. 5-4. Just when Amherst needed a run, a pitching change is going to be made. As Bryce Dittman's day is over. 4 runs allowed through 6 2/3 innings of work and only 5 strikeouts. This game just got interesting. Spolstra scoring on the RBI double from Wyatt Blaskowski. Amherst needed that one dearly. We're going to keep things here with you guys as this pitching change gets made. Looks like a couple of other changes are being made. Switch up the catcher. It looks like now playing catcher for Weyauwega-Fremont is going to be Parker Wilson, and Bryce Dittman might be playing over at third. But anyways, this game has just been, we have another good outcome or good finish on our hands, and Dylan Anadel is announced to be the pitcher to try to close this one. It's now a closing opportunity. Runner on second base for Amherst, and the runner at second is Wyatt Blaskowski. And TJ Brandel will be next up at the plate. He had a double in the 3rd inning. 1 for 3 is TJ Brandel. Brandel has made contact in all 3 of his plate appearances. So this is not an easy task. All it takes is a base hit, and Amherst could have this game all tied up at 5. We thank our viewers for tuning in to this one. For those who are tuned in right now, you are watching at a pretty good time. Pitching change was just made, and an intentional walk issued as the winning run is now on first base for Amherst after the intentional walk. And now it's going to lead A.J. O'Brien to the plate. A.J. O'Brien, he's trying to avenge the pitching performance that he had early in this one. Had 1/3 inning pitched as the starter, 4 runs given up, and a pinch runner here for Brandel. The Falcons with runners on first and second with 2 outs in inning number 7. A.J. O'Brien at the plate. O'Brien had a walk in his last plate appearance and a base hit in the 3rd for an RBI. Amherst trying to bring their winning streak to 7 straight And Weyauwega-Fremont trying to end their losing streak of 3. The pitch. This one missing, just down low for a ball. 1-0 to O'Brien. Awaiting on deck if he has the chance is Michael Bladowski. 1-0. This one missing down low. 2-0 the count. Hitters count for O'Brien. This one drops in for a strike. 2-1. Runners on first and second. Base hit can tie this one up. This one called for strike 2 looking. And just like that, the Falcons are down to their final strike of the game. Weyauwega-Fremont looking to take down the #1 team in the Central Wisconsin East Conference. And Adele trying to close it. And running are the hitters. And this one over to second. The throw to first is in time. And that is going to wrap things up here in this one as Weyauwega-Fremont survives a scare from the Falcons. What a game we just watched. Quick recap here in this one. 4 runs scored in the first inning by Weyauwega-Fremont. And then following that, just could barely get any more hits after that. Only 2 more hits after that 4-run first inning for Weyauwega-Fremont. Able to get to 5 runs, and then Amherst scored 2 of their 4 runs in the third, and then 1 run in the fourth, and then the 1 run here in the 7th inning. Made things interesting, but just couldn't quite pull it off. So we'll take things to the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Frio, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to Amherst, everybody. Final score in this one, 5-4. It looks like Coach Held might be coming up here for a short interview with me, and that would be great, as it looks like he will be joining us up here. So I don't have a microphone, but I can like use this, and then I guess I can like turn over the camera.
Are you gonna ask questions?
Yeah, I'll ask you a couple of questions.
Are they gonna be able to hear that without your microphone?
They won't be able to hear me, but since I did so good, so it doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
Join alongside Coach Bill Held. Coach, I mean, in this one, you guys fell down early, and it was really tough for you to make those adjustments in that first inning. So, what was your thought and plan after losing your starting pitcher only after the first 1/3?
Yeah, the plan there, we've had a long week. We're at that point now where every ball team is pretty deep in games every week. So we got to play a couple of baseball games at the same week. We got 2 more on Saturday and another one Monday, so it doesn't slow down. That just means we got to dig a little deeper into our rotation. And today, our starter didn't have it, so we had to make a move earlier, which is unfortunate. It just kind of shuffles up the pitching rotation. I thought Matty did a great job. After we fell behind, put him in a tough spot. He battled right through it. You got to give that kid a lot of credit for making it a ball game for us and retaining what we had left to make it a game. I give a lot of credit too. We had a veteran starter go down in that first inning. Also defensively took a ball in the face. And for the second straight game, we've had to put a freshman who is not in a spot where he's going to feel comfortable. We asked him to step out of the comfort zone, and a freshman, Mike Ledowski, happened to step in and do a good job there too. And I also like the way our bats battled. We just hit the ball right to them, and you got to give Dittman on their side a lot of credit for pitching a great ball game. And, their defense made plays. I don't think the defense made any mistakes all day. So we put the ball in play. Sometimes there's some things about baseball that are a little tricky. Thick grass means it's hard to get the ball through it. And that worked out to their advantage today. We just came up short.
Yeah, and there were a lot of things that you alluded to, especially with Glodowski entering in that first inning of the game. Like, unexpectedly, coming from catcher, giving him a lot of kudos. And, I mean, yeah, the entire defense, they just performed outstandingly. And, I mean, all I can really think about was that effort that your team put in that final inning. I thought you guys were going to come through, at least tie it up, maybe force things into extra innings. That wasn't the case. You guys had a 6-game win streak, so, I mean, can't really complain too much. But it's in the the Central Wisconsin East Conference, so the conference matchup to lose, not the greatest thing, but, hey, it's still, you guys put in a big fight and a big effort. I mean, and then I thought you guys just played really well. And you alluded to a lot of the things that.
Yeah, it's, no matter how you dice it, it's tough to lose. And the reality is, we've had a lot of conversations that this year isn't last year. Right, we lost 3 key members, and we've had a couple other guys stepping up to bigger roles. But with that, it's still 7 guys returning from last year's team. We don't know how to lose. A lot of this stuff. Every loss hurts us a little harder. It's a gut punch every time, and it should be, right? We've set an expectation for ourselves and for our entire program that losing's not part of our game. So once in a while, though, a little humble pie is not the worst thing. And again, I would just like to give the credit to Weyauwega. They did a nice job today, and then again, some guys that were thrown into some uncomfortable places, and I'm really proud of the way we battled. Sometimes baseball just doesn't have it in the cards.
Yeah, 2 games coming up for you guys, and I'll ask one more thing to you. How did you feel about that ground ball that went right between your legs?
It was tough.
And then the other one that you caught at the dugout.
Yeah, as a coach, I'm in a spot where I can make a play once in a while, and that was my first mistake this year. But to be honest, Matty hits the ball a little too hard, and if he opens his hips and punches it through, that's a mistake to stick my nose down there. I'll end up looking like Kennedy.
All right, appreciate it, Bill. Always a pleasure.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
See what I can do here.
How did it go overall?
Went really well. I'll close things out, and then that will be it. So.
Are you good cleaning everything up? If you need a hand or locking up or anything like that, let me know.
Yeah, well, I need the keys to lock up here.
I don't think so. You know,
Okay.
leave it. Just leave it. If you can't lock it, it looks like it's one of those knob locks right there.
Cool.
You should be able to just do it on your way out. Just double check you don't leave something behind.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for being here.
Yep. Alrighty, folks. That was Coach Bill held with us here on this one. An interesting way of performing the interview. Didn't have our wireless microphone with us, so it's always a pleasure to hear from him up here. And it was just a fantastic ball game played throughout in this one. You got to give credit to Weyauwega-Fremont, just like Coach alluded to, and just the fact he could spend time with us after a loss in a game. Just always appreciate hearing from him. But that's going to do it, everybody, here on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Brendan Retzloff with you guys here in Amherst, Wisconsin. We appreciate all of you for tuning in. And until next time, have a great night, everybody, as we'll be back here tomorrow for some girls soccer. Should be a good one as well. Conference matchup, I believe. So have a great night, everybody. And from all of us at Zaleski Sports,